What's going on, everybody?
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, we are back.
Woo!
Yes, it's Drinks and Conversation.
The podcast.
Yes, and I am Intro Picks, and I'm always in the building.
And I'm Oxytocin, and it's always going down.
Yeah, we got a special episode.
Now.
What's up, Oxytos?
Hey, Intro Picks, how you doing? How are you?
Business as usual.
Can I have some money? Can I borrow $1?
Nah,
I mean, you
ain't got no money for
you.
you.
Doing business or whatever.
I'm reinvesting, reclaiming my time and my money and my spirits.
All right, I need a payout when you're done. Pay me out.
Listen, y'all, we back. And we got another exciting episode, and we got two special guests in the building
Don't you
tonight.
know it? Don't you know it?
We got DT in the building.
What's good?
Hey, in the building. And then we got Romelle in the building as well.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
Look at her. Look at her.
Nice.
I know, right?
Is that your real voice?
Yes.
She talking
Romelle's been on the show before.
Absolutely.
She's been on the show before.
We love her. We have mad love for her.
DT, what's up, man?
What's good? Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for coming out.
I had to come support, show love.
Okay, you've been
to get up in here.
You've been to Drinks and Conversation before.
Yes,
Yes,
our
sir, yes,
event.
sir.
So what you thought about our events and things like that?
Drinks and Conversation is a well put together event for young millennials. Great conversations and topics that people are scared to talk about. But it's good that we having it, especially in the Black community. But it's an overall great event.
Okay. And we didn't pay him to say that.
We didn't.
We
Shit,
didn't.
I feel like we need to.
I know, right?
$1 for that.
This message is rocked to me.
But nah, it's a dope event, y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what's up.
you.
You gonna be at the next one?
Yes, sir. Of course.
It's Love and Relationships.
And he trying to find love. I
see,
think
you trying to find
everybody
love
here
in the-
trying
in
to
the
find
open
love
space?
except for
Wait.
you.
I might
You
gotta
got
skip that one out.
Oh,
Somebody got to
hold
skip
on.
that one out.
Hold on. What?
You said
I
what?
got to skip that one.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
You found love?
Nah, I'm just not trying to find it.
Oh, he not trying to find
Well, he wanted to
He got an
find him.
ice box where his heart used to be.
Oh,
You know
Marion,
what I'm
okay.
saying? I used to be like that too. I had the hot pussy. What about
Now
you,
you about
Romelle?
to get married.
See, here Oxytocin going with it. But speak it, Oxy.
I'm just trying
You
to
know
go
what I'm saying?
swing.
Speak it. What about you, Romelle? Have you found love in the open space?
Of course not.
Oh, man.
Are you looking? Are you open to it?
I'm open to it. I mean, I'm not really looking, but
You
I'm
looking,
open
girl.
to it.
I know. When girls say they not
No,
really
Y'all not
looking,
put me
I
out there like that,
tell you.
Toast.
be like,
This one over here, her little Facebook post, she looking for love.
what it be like?
Kind of.
It
These niggas ain't shit.
It be angry. Not that these niggas aren't ish, but she's just don't want to be single no more.
It's hard.
It is.
What's so
I
hard?
want to be
I-
taken out on a date sometime. Like, I
Absolutely.
pay for my meals all the time.
I said that like 2 days ago. Like, I'm not looking, but I'm open to it. If it happens, it happens. But
Now you changing your tune.
I'm not.
He was like, since this office out there, I've been wanting to go on a date too.
I'm about to be like, that's not what you
I know
said.
that was right. Listen,
Hold on.
well, what's the last date you been on?
I don't know. I
You don't
remember?
remember?
It's been that
Oh,
long.
I remember my
It's been-
last date. Because I be hungry sometimes. I don't be wanting to pay for my own food.
Right, that's
So,
what's going on right now.
You know
and
what?
that's
I'm mad
just
at
the
that.
real. Like my last date, I went to this little nice place in Alexandria. It was really nice. The food was really good, but it's so expensive. I was like, I pay for that. So I
Okay.
had a date. You haven't been on a date in a minute? Girl, I'm about to
It's
set you
been
on
a
date.
long time.
Really? I haven't cared. When was the last time you cared of someone? Cared about someone? Even longer?
Maybe like a year and a half ago.
I feel like you went on
Y'all
a
gotta
date.
speak up.
like
Speak
a
up.
year-
What we talk?
Oh.
Come
Oh,
on.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Y'all really getting into the conversation.
Sorry, like this.
It's
Rose,
been a
my
decade.
girl right here.
ago.
She's also our PR specialist for Drinks and Conversation. So like we do this on a regular
Yeah,
basis.
we
Like
gotta
me
have,
and
like,
her,
girl
we
talk.
sorry.
Okay.
We sorry. Oh, our girl talk. We can't put the girl talk on here. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
man.
not yet.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
You're not ready for it?
No.
DT, when the last time you been on a date, man?
Well, spent money on a date.
Last February 32nd.
Last 2017.
They didn't catch it.
Like 2017 or 2016?
Last was like
Last February?
February 32nd.
It must have been a good date because he remembered the date. Like back then, it was a February. It was. It was a
So
3rd
why
of
did-
February.
what
It was
happened?
February 32nd.
Okay.
Y'all not catching that?
32nd
whole time.
I'm like, hold on,
of February. It never.
No, but seriously, answer the question.
Look, they want to know.
I don't know the last time I've been on a date. I really don't.
You don't?
Nope.
Dang.
I've never been asked on a date, but I got tired of dating. I don't know the last time I've been on a date.
Or the last time you took someone out on a date, basically, or the same thing, basically.
I'm gonna say about 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So people not dating no more.
I guess
I don't
y'all
think
not.
What about you, Oxytocin? When the last time you've been
I
at?
told
Now, if you say you don't remember, then we got a
No,
problem.
I remember. I just told
Okay.
you the last time I went on a date was in Alexandria. It was, I think it was like summer because my daughter was at like track practice, so I used that in between time to quickly do
The
this
in between
thing.
time.
Yeah, I was like, my daughter gonna be at track practice for like 2 to 3 hours, so yeah, let's do this. But you know, it was just.
Did you have a good time?
the
Was there
food
a second
was
date?
amazing.
There
What did you have to
wasn't
eat?
a second date.
No, I mean, no.
No.
Because I told myself, look, if I really want to find somebody, I can't just be using people for meals and just be going out on these dates when I'm really not
Why
attracted
not?
to someone. So what you mean, why not? Why not? Yeah, I told myself like I just don't want to waste my time anymore.
Okay.
And entertaining someone where you know it's not going anywhere, just I gotta stop.
Okay, so let me ask you, ladies, this. Why don't you go after the men that you see attractive and that you want to do?
I actually did.
Okay, so you
Oh, okay.
did. Okay, so
sorry.
what happened with that?
I mean, I thought that was a topic for later. I could
It
talk
is a
about
topic.
now.
No,
Well,
let's
it's a
talk about
topic
it
right
later.
now. We about to
Okay.
talk. We about to talk.
Oh, okay. So we moving up on the roster.
Okay. So what had happened was, so like 2 days ago, this guy, he was really attractive, and I was like, okay. And I was really shocked actually. I was like, why is he following me? So like the next day, I ended up sliding in his DM. So I text Toast. I was like, how do I do this? Like, is there like a real like effective way? Like, what do I say? So I ended up saying something along the lines of like, I'm not trying to hit on you, but you're just a really attractive guy. So like that was me like sliding his DMs or whatever. But it didn't really work to like how I thought it was gonna work. So
How did it work?
he just said, well, thank you, and I was like, okay. I didn't have a response.
Do you?
I just
But
left it
I
alone.
thought like that was something only guys did. Like, how do y'all?
Okay,
do
wait.
women- Can
Before
women
we
slide
even
in
go
DMs?
into that, what DT? What would you have said in that situation?
The same response. he
Same
said.
thing. Yeah.
That's it,
But I'm
right?
saying,
That's
is
it.
it typical for women to slide in the DM? Do you think that's something a woman should be doing?
Of course. I say that all the time. In society, they think men supposed to chase women. That we're supposed to shoot our shot first. But it's like everyone has free will. So it's like if you're attracted to someone, shoot your shot. Go speak to them. Go take them out on a date. Don't wait for the men to do that. You'd be surprised the blessing that you're missing if you don't shoot your shot.
That may be a word, but I think women can't handle rejection like men can, and I think that's the biggest reason why women don't put themselves out there, because it's harder for them to take him saying, "Well, no, I'm not."
But you know what? You'd be surprised,
being
and
down.
I'm probably breaking guy code saying this, but
Break
a lot
it.
of men don't speak to women because they're afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
I feel like men can handle that really well.
Nah.
Not really. You'd be surprised. We mask it because they say men are not supposed to show their feelings. So you don't know that. What we do or what we go through in the midst of rejection.
Okay, so intro picks and DT, I'm gonna ask both of you this question: have both of you been rejected before, and how did you handle it?
Yeah. I mean,
Tell me the situation.
it's
need
been
more.
plenty of times. I mean,
The
sometimes
one that hurt you the most.
it's not one
No, I'm
that hurt me the most.
I'm joking,
It's
I'm
just
joking.
that sometimes you may really like someone and they're just not into you like that. And you got to understand that that's fine. They just may not be into you like that. And that's that. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's a million other girls and you're shooting your shot, basically. If
How
you
many
miss,
times
you
do
miss.
shoot it? Do
Huh?
you keep asking, or after that first time they say they're not interested, it's done?
I mean, you keep going, for a little bit, but sooner or later you're going to get the hint. You know what I'm saying?
So remember my post from Facebook when I was like me in these DMs the rest of 2017 shooting my shot and there's the dude dribbling but his feet was wet and he bust his ass? That's me.
Look, it's hard out here sometimes.
So
It is
effective
hard
way,
out
though?
here, and
what
it
should I
is
do next
Friday.
time?
What?
What should I do next time? Like,
I'm gonna tell you what you should do next
what
time.
what
Romelle.
I say?
Listen,
What your shot?
I'm gonna
y'all
tell
wanna
you.
hear?
I'm gonna tell you. First, it's one thing.
She's not dropping her titties in the
No, I didn't say
not
that.
Okay,
doing
I'm
that.
just making sure. With intro pics, you
I
never
like
know
that.
what he about
You
to
know.
say. I just feel like
Listen.
this. You know, drop a pic.
I like my clothes.
in my past life. But here's the thing. You know, you can't be too forward. You know what I'm saying? But you have to be flirty forward. And
Flirty
I feel
forward,
like
okay.
his response was what a typical guy would say. Like, you know, well, thank you. You know, but then you should have came up with a little bit more conversation. Just, you
Like
know,
what?
a little
Like
bit
what?
more.
Yeah.
Like what?
What should she have said?
Like anything regarding to his page. Like,
we get an
okay, I
example?
see. Yeah, just like, okay, I see you like basketball. You know, what's your favorite team? Or, you know, or better yet, like, where do you stay? Where do you live? You from around here?
Where do you stay?
So
You
I'm
go
not-
from
Yeah, because it ain't
It's
it's pointless talking to somebody that you can't really meet in person. So
What's he logo?
it's
Yeah, he was
I'm
local.
sure she checked that before you
Yeah.
slide in the DM.
okay, but you just starting conversation.
Okay, I was
We
just
asked
so
y'all
worried.
a lot of shit that we already done peeped before. You know, we don't really even care about, but it's the point of to get you talking.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you earn it, you know, and then see if he'll come your way. You start the initial contact like, hey, notice me. You know what I'm saying? Which he will.
I'm
He'll look at
here,
your
I'm
page.
here.
He'll see you.
Yeah.
You know, and if
Stop
he
posting
want,
more
you know,
selfies or something.
smooth. Yeah.
So-
you know.
I say this as modest as possible. There's a chick or two a day in my DMs. Some are very, very clever. The most clever one was, I don't want to seem like a creep, but I noticed that you go to my church too. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. She was like, yeah, you go to 9:30 service or whatever it may be. She go, you know, you look real fly. You got your nice tie on, nice shoes. I admire how'd you look. Okay, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so, you know, how long you been going to the church? So she opened up the doorway, and then it kind of just trickulated into other conversations. So that was her way of shooting her shot.
But I think the church shot is always.
That's
always
safe.
Church is always.
You go to church.
I see you
sir.
attended the 9:30 service.
What
Okay.
you doing?
Now, I typically be at the 8:30 service, but this
coming to the
time I
9
know that
you.
you was at the 9:30
You
service.
sit over to the left pew. You know,
She was
I'm
like,
not
all right, so
try-
you gonna be there next Sunday too? What you wearing? Oh, okay, that's what's up.
maybe we can sit together.
Anybody
I'm
say
waiting for that. I'm waiting. That's her next message. I'm waiting.
when anybody starts something off or like I'm not trying to, or I'm not trying to be rude, or I'm not trying to be a creep, or I'm not trying to holler at you, they really trying to holler at you.
Of
They really
course.
trying to
I mean, I'm not racist,
That's like,
but
yeah, I
I'm.
was just about to say, it's like those people. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but you know, but
I'm about to be
as
rude.
hell.
About to be
I mean,
rude,
I'm
about to
not
be
racist,
racist.
but about to be racist as hell. Like, oh goodness, crazy.
That's smooth.
I
Listen.
don't know. I just can't tell a guy how, like, off the break, just to be like coming after. I just can't
But
do
it felt like very like empowering.
I sure felt
You should
liberating
try
for
it.
you. I
You
should try. I don't know. Maybe I will, but I
Women rule the world.
Oh, I
I'm
know we
saying
do. I'm
give
just
y'all
saying. I'm just
the
saying.
ammunition.
I'm
Y'all
just
should be
saying.
vaginas all the way. You know,
Do you
it's
want
a new day and
vagina
age.
cupcake?
Huh?
Do you want a vagina cupcake?
I wouldn't mind.
I'll get you one for your
You know, yeah, why not?
Oh, I thought you were saying you got somebody now.
I know, right?
Oh, sorry.
You got vagina on the go? Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Well, listen, y'all. It's
It is
Friday the 13th.
I was just about to say that. Oh my goodness, get out my head. Get out my head. Sir. Yes, it is. So,
So,
are y'all some scared asses or what?
oh, what?
scared.
Are you
Everything.
superstitious? You are?
Yeah.
DT?
I'm not superstitious, but I love horror movies.
Intro pick?
I'm superstitious. I'm very superstitious.
I am and I'm not. I'm not.
A little
I am.
bit. I'm a little bit.
Yeah, I'm back and forth.
I'm ones that kind of make sense. Like I don't really like opening umbrellas indoors. Like I'm about
Okay.
that. If I do see a black cat, I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think it's bad
What?
luck, but I be thinking
thought-
like
I
they
I love a
creepy
black
as hell.
cat. They're
I
not
thought black
bad.
cats
I
was
didn't
good
see no
luck.
cat.
Something like that.
They're not bad.
Throw the
I
cat
didn't see
away.
your cat.
Cause-
What was your cat?
So
I
break
never
the
posted,
mirror.
but I
You get
like cats.
7 years.
It's all black.
Yeah, her name is Paula.
She not.
Hey, Paula. Thank you for staying
They
away
got the
while
green
I was
eyes,
at the house.
like the yellow, the green
Yeah.
eyes.
She could not want you to have no guys or nothing. That's probably why you
She
know.
gonna hex on me or something.
She-
You know what?
She what you
You,
want.
know
what
what?
about the penny?
I'm
I
not-
believe in the penny.
Penny.
See
The
a penny,
penny.
pick it up all day long. You have good luck.
I
Or
mean,
do
I
you
pick pennies
you
up
throw away a
because-
penny? You throw away $50.
I don't heard that one.
about that one.
You never heard of that one?
I
So we about to break.
Who told you
We about
that?
to break the mirror. 7 years bad luck.
I don't know if I believe that one,
The
but I ain't
one-
never
I
broken
think
no
I
mirror.
kinda
believe that
Ain't
Break
never
the
broken
mirror. 7 years bad
I've
luck.
heard that, but I don't know.
I don't know about breaking it.
Don't walk under the ladder.
I don't believe it.
I don't walk under like ladders and stuff, or I don't break the like if it's a pole and we about to split, I don't split the pole.
You guys think bad luck comes in threes?
Yes.
I think death
Nah,
comes in threes. Like
I
when
don't-
celebrities die, it's always like 3 of them.
666, is that the mark of Satan?
Hell yeah.
I believe
That
that
ain't no
one.
Yeah.
superstition.
It's on here,
That's
so I'm just going through the
super-spiritualism.
list. Wishbone. Make a wish on a wishbone.
Nah.
I believe that. I
I do
always
that
do
for
it.
fun,
Yeah,
like
I do it.
break it and
I
stuff.
do it. Yeah,
Nah,
like,
I don't believe in
hold
luck. I
it.
believe in Jesus. So.
I believe in Jesus,
Jesus,
too, but I
yeah.
like a little wishbone pull, tug of war. Little see who's getting it. Cross your fingers.
Yeah.
You believe in cross your fingers? You believe in cross your fingers? No?
Quick thing,
Nobody?
like,
But I do.
do you guys play
I
fart
believe in
touch?
cross your fingers.
Do you play fart touch with your family? Like the fart touch?
You know what the fart
Fart
touch?
touch?
What is that?
Fart touch. Fart touch.
What is that?
What is that?
I'm really probably like me and my sisters are probably the only ones that are grown up, right? So it's like right now we're all together. Romelle's the closest to me, and if I fart, I'll hit her and I'll be like fart touch, and I'll go chills, right?
Oh,
And then
Lord.
like
Now, I do know about chills.
chills.
I do know a little bit
Yeah,
about
like
chills.
you just pass the fart touch. You touch the person, and if somebody, if I give her the fart touch, y'all gotta hurry up and say chill, so she don't give y'all the
Nah,
fart
we
touch.
were more like punch buggy, no punch back.
I
But
do
then
that
it
too.
ended in a black
I,
alley.
Okay.
did, I hit her. Look, we was at the liquor store
got my
getting the
arm
liquor,
hard.
and I was like, damn, punch buggy, no punch back. White.
Fucked your arm up, did she? That's what I said.
did.
She be punching hard.
Just try to do it
I'm like,
twice.
damn, it's just a punch, buddy.
I love that. I love that.
Well, I mean, are y'all into like being scared and going to like haunted houses? and
Hell
all that?
yeah, it's the time of the month too. I'm waiting.
No, I don't like being scared in real life.
I mean, have you ever been to one and you
I
were
want to
actually
go
scared?
to one. The Field of Screams, they said, is really good.
Nah, I'm waiting for that. Like I'm waiting for something to just scare the daylight.
You need to go to the Field of Screams. I heard it's really, really good. Everyone's been going and they be saying it's
See,
like so
I want
scary.
to check that out.
You
But
should.
I want to
Yeah.
go to like an actual haunted house, like spirits and
Like a old
like a
dead,
real haunted
yeah, like a real
like a old
You gotta drive a good
closed hospital.
hour.
Yeah,
where,
but
Wow.
like,
it's like a hospital or like a jail or
people
something.
died and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we
I
should
believe in
stay
the
Ex
spirits
insane
now.
asylum.
I'm gonna go at the end of this month.
We should go. Let's
You
go.
want to go see
yes,
the spirits?
let's
Hell
go.
no.
It's
Come
2
on.
hours.
Stop it, y'all. I could be the driver.
Come on. You gonna sit in your car by
I sure-
yourself while
I surely
everybody
will.
So
You gonna be the
get
lookout.
got in the car.
So you gonna be the
Nobody's
lookout.
gonna be by the car.
You the lookout.
Yeah, I'ma just stay inside. I'm not.
We gonna come back and we gonna be like, damn, she gone.
No, Romelle gonna be going.
She gonna be by herself.
She gonna
Why
be
would
going.
you go to like a haunted location and not want to be with everybody? You gonna be isolated in your vehicle.
No,
Like,
I find like a Starbucks around there or something.
I heard a noise around the car, so I just moved it.
we gonna come out, car gonna be gone. Romelle
She gonna be
gonna
like, I
gone.
thought y'all left.
Get
At
my-
Walmart. I'm just killing time.
I thought y'all left. I thought y'all went home.
Did you guys see it?
Mm-mm.
I didn't see it.
Let me tell you, I saw it when I was in like the 4th grade or 5th grade.
It scared you back
That
then?
movie ruined my life at the time.
I don't really like the
I
remake.
saw the
I heard the
clown
new
in the
one wasn't as
closet. I
scary.
saw the clown under the bed. I saw the clown in the shower. Like it really had a effect on me.
Effect on you.
So hell no. I said, you want to see? Nope. No, I'm not. One was enough. No.
But when you look back at the old movie, it's a
I
little,
would never watch it again.
you know.
So did you see it again?
Okay. No, I saw a little bit of
Oh.
it, but you know, I'm not here for the whole clown thing.
Yeah, I don't do
Phone
clowns.
game. You scared?
It's not that I'm scared of clowns.
It's okay.
just
You
that
can say it.
I actually think that clowns are not even like, you know, scary. Like
But if
that.
you're scared, I want you to know that this is an open space, and you can feel free to let us know. We won't judge you. If you're scared, you're just scared. That's fine. Are you scared?
That sounded like a call girl message. And all you have to do is pay $4.95 a minute.
Big Daddy.
We're gonna make sure you get the
Pull those
best
pants
scare of
down.
your life.
So big.
Listen, no. People
Okay.
need to be scared.
Moving on. Y'all heard about NeNe leaks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has heard about NeNe leaks?
She done got fired.
Yeah.
Getting
Coins
checked.
lost. You know when the check is almost in your hand? but it just don't make it there.
I think she's just moving in the wrong lane. Nobody want to see her as a comedian.
If you can't take the heat, what they tell you to do? Get the hell out the kitchen.
Nah.
Why are you trying to be a comedian and be on stage and you can't even handle a heckler? You're gonna have those. That comes along with the job, and you can't tell nobody they're gonna get raped by their Uber driver.
Yeah, rape is not
That's
something that you play
crazy.
with.
Like I feel like at a certain age you should just know better. Like it's never okay, even at 18 and 21. I mean, but come on, NeNe, like you grown. You always talk about how you a grown ass lady, you a grown ass woman, and there's certain things as an adult you should just know not to say. There's certain things that are just unacceptable that you cannot say in a room full of people. Like you didn't even say it in your house or at a party with close friends and so on.
But she was doing the show, Oxytocin.
No,
so
that's not funny though.
I mean,
That's
it
not
wasn't
funny.
meant to be funny because somebody was disrespecting
And that's why
her
we
show.
know she meant it, and that's why she
But
lost
then when
the
you have
points.
people that disrespect other comedian shows, they kind of take that and flip it. They know how to flip it instantly. I was about to say, as a woman, she tapped into her immediate feelings without thinking, but NeNe was wrong with that.
She was. And you know what? Consequences. They're such a beautiful thing. Because
Why?
she's
because
facing
she's missing out on money and she's already rich.
Not for her, just for everybody. Like I want all this freedom of speech and all this. I have the right to do this, and I have no filter, and I can say what I say. By all means, you can do all of those things, but you will face the consequences.
Okay, but she might not.
So my thing is, have any of you ever said something that you regret? Tell me what it was.
Romelle,
Why you regret?
have
Why
you?
you regret it?
No.
The lie
No.
you tell. Let me. This girl just
I
looked
can't-
up in the sky and I
I
saw.
know, she was like,
She
is there anything
remembered.
up there?
I mean,
Nope.
She remembered the exact moment and then said no.
I
But
mean,
I want
I've
you to
said-
go back and say yes and tell us.
I mean, I've said some mean things to people,
Like?
but I feel like it was warranted. Like, I mean,
Right.
it's
Or
a
maybe
long
you're
story.
sorry you hurt their feelings, but not sorry.
Yeah,
What you
I'm
said.
sorry I hurt their feelings, but I'm not
Yeah.
sorry for what I said because I meant it.
But what if it's something that hurt you? So let's say you said something, and as of that, you received the consequence,
Like what?
like losing a job, losing a client, losing some money, all because you can't, control what you said.
No, I haven't done
Nothing.
anything like that.
No.
Like, no.
Okay, that's good, girl. Filter all strong.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
right?
No balls is high.
I know, right?
they
But
are.
She don't lose control. She's always in control.
What about you, man?
As an adult, I can't say I've said anything. As a child, I said a lot of crazy things. But when you're a child, you don't know what you're saying. But as you get older, you mature. As an adult, as a teenager, as an adult, I haven't said anything that I regret.
Okay. Intro
Okay.
picks?
I can't think of nothing off the top of my head, but I know I have said
I know
a
you
lot of
have
stuff.
too.
Because sometimes when you in that moment of arguing and doing stuff, you say stuff that you don't necessarily mean because words can hurt.
Absolutely.
And in a situation with like NeNe Leaks, I just feel like
Nina
listen,
or NeNe? I'm sorry.
both, because she was both in that moment.
Nina came out was acting up.
I just feel like she just
Lost it
No.
real quick.
when somebody's disrespecting your show, you say stuff, and I think it's taken out of context. I don't think that she really meant that towards him. Plus, she didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? And if you cursing and you come to my show, you pay to come see me, and then you disrespect my show, I'm gonna call you all types of son of a bitches and all types of shit. I don't give a damn, because at this point in time, you're spoiling it for everybody.
Which is
You-
fine. You can call people SOBs or whatever it may be, but in that particular moment, rape is something that you don't play with.
But it's your Uber driver. I mean, even
That don't make
I mean,
it funny,
no,
though.
Uber dri-
Uber drivers are raping people out here.
but she
Right.
said something to him about that because she was doing an Uber joke.
yeah, but
and-
it didn't go over well. The correlation
because
was
it wasn't meant to be a joke,
Yeah,
though.
that's why.
I mean,
You have
should
people in
okay,
the
you should
media
leave rape
this
alone.
week talking about rape
Mm-hmm.
and sexual harassment, which is probably almost off topic, but the young lady in Hollywood that was talking about the
It's
sexual
actually
harassment
right on topic.
is, and she actually okay, but
No,
No, finish
the
it
young
though.
lady.
Okay,
We
so
talking about
how-
Rachel McGowan.
yeah.
Okay.
So she talks about it, talk about her experience with the particular guy, and Twitter took her account away.
Deleted her.
It deleted her account. So this woman actually came out and said this happened with this particular person, and they silenced her. That's a problem. I'm a man and know that's a problem. So I can only imagine how you all feel, because I can only women have been or continuously get harassed, either in the workplace, walking in the mall, or whatever it may be. You can ask your mom, bro, like ask your sister, ask anybody, and it's gonna infuriate you when they say, yes, I have been, and it's gonna make you feel helpless as a man. Like, damn, that happened. Do you know what they got to go through on a day-to-day basis?
Trust me, I know, and I'm not discounting the reality of the situation with the whole NeNe leak situation, as far as saying a comment in a comedy club as a woman, you know what I'm saying? But women do have, that situation where it goes on. I mean, you look at Harvey Weinstein, at the way he's moving now, that is an aggressive person who literally uses his power to basically prey on women. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, just if you have a daughter, like, it's hard to just prepare them to deal with those type of men, because sometimes you don't see the shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And it's all a part of the game. It's all a part of the play, I would say.
Do you guys think she was right to be fired from opening for Escape?
Yes.
Intro picks?
Well, at this point in time, I say yes, because it depends on how you. It's too soon, yeah. Because that's the first thing that's going to be on everybody's minds. So, yeah.
Moving back to...
Look, rape is just getting us down, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
She's supposed to be doing a comedy show.
What's his name? Henry Harvey Weinstein.
Okay.
That tripped me out is that you guys heard about Ben Affleck as well. He came out and released a statement and said how it just made him so sick, and he was disgusted that his longtime friend did X, Y, and Z. Whole time, homie, you was doing it too. They got you on video doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Number one, don't be calling out people when you know to do the same thing. He's just trifling. I don't hate, but I think I dislike Ben Affleck more for coming out with that statement about how he was so sick of it when he knew he was doing it too.
He was
doing the same thing. But I feel like people with money can get away with murder. And this is, we have Donald Trump as president. Yep. And it's like, if that alone does not show you what having money can do for you, what having money can get you. Look at Harvey, all this money he has. He's able to get her Twitter account deleted.
I don't think it's money alone. It is money. Alone. I don't think it's money alone.
Money and power.
I think it's money and power and influence. You kind of have to have all of those three to make the magic happen.
They have it.
A lot of people don't have. A lot of people have money but don't have power. And a lot of people have power, don't have money, and a lot of people have influence and don't have either or.
They all have friends in the right places. I may have the money, you may have the power, you may have the notoriety. Like, all of them together in their little circle at their little parties where all this little nonsense is going on. Together they're strong. United they're strong, and that's why they've been able to keep this on the wraps for so long. This has been going on for years.
But it happens all across America. This happens all the time, whether you're famous or or not.
Yeah, but when you're in a position that he is in, you would think they would know better, and it's worse. It's worse for whoever.
Why would they know? Listen, you're in a position where you know better. But listen, you got to understand that it's a different type of lifestyle. It's hard to understand.
But wrong is wrong.
So, it is wrong, but it's the life. You're more subdued to be in that type of life because you have all of this power, and you're like on a thin line between good and evil, because you can either do good or you can do evil.
But it's so free will. You have free will, and it's your choice at the end of the day.
Listen, I don't know.
He a grown ass man. I can't feel sorry for you. You chose to.
When you on top of the world, you see like how back in the day.
What goes up must come down.
See how back in the day with, let's take a group like B2K or whatever the case may be.
Don't even wait a minute.
All of y'all, look.
Let me tell you,
all of y'all throwing y'all panties up.
My first concert was Scream Tour 2 with B2K.
And all of y'all throwing y'all panties up for
We
all
were
I
the-
was
not
too
throwing
young
our
to do
panties
that at
up.
the time.
Okay,
we
why y'all
were
still
in
not
middle school?
Okay, but still throwing the panties up.
We
'cause
weren't
some of
throwing
y'all
the
Middle
panties
school
up.
throwing
Yeah.
panties?
We were
Right.
not.
Had the poster and everything.
I did. Oh
Listen.
my God, I had the poster in my wall.
Who's your favorite?
Girl, Omarion and Lil Fizz.
So at the end of the day, when
But
you have
Omarion more.
when you have that type of power sometimes, and you have women that come and this and that and they're there,
And?
a lot of times you can easily take advantage. That's all I'm
And
saying.
you could easily not.
Same time.
Same time.
It comes down to your morals, don't it?
50-50. Free will.
What you think, DT?
I don't know. Toasting, my social media is reckless.
Yes, his social media is reckless.
Is reckless.
I concur.
It's how do the commander in chief call people SOBs and kitty grabbers and still in office, yet everyone got so upset with Cam Newton's comment last week, or what's his name, Aquaman,
I don't know.
the dude that's playing Aquaman. He plays on Game of Thrones.
Oh, I don't.
He was at
Oh.
Comic-Con talking about how his favorite part of being on Game of Thrones is raping.
Oh, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
Saying he rapes women and can get away with women, ha 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 ha, and laughs about it. And they
He said
still,
that?
yeah.
I saw his picture. And I just always thought he was so beautiful. And I saw his
Look at
picture.
this. Look at this
And I was
shit.
just like, oh my God, what did he
Look
do? And I just didn't want to
this
read the
shit.
article, but that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Oh no.
So it's like, how can these men and men in power and money say these things, assault people, harass people, still walk in the streets, but you got people that's fighting for their rights and speaking their mind, i.e. Jamel Hill,
Yep.
and getting suspended. She did absolutely nothing. Well, she works for a company, and the companies have policies, but she spoke her mind and how she felt, and people are going against her. It makes no sense to me.
It
But some
doesn't make
people
any
do
sense.
also say, listen, is the company that employs you, are you a representation of them, basically? And do they have the right to suspend and fire you because of the things you do socially? And you got to think of it on the account of if you're running this company and you're running a brand and if you have people that just have different views besides what you want to put forth in your business and in your brand, do you have the right to do that? Are you really silencing them? Or are you really saying that, listen, I understand you have a voice, but this is not something that we tolerate. And you can still have that voice, but you're not going to have this platform to use that voice because it's going to reflect on us.
Yeah, because you're representing a brand. When you sign your name on that dotted line, you're representing them. So, for example, we were saying, how can Trump say what he said? Trump don't work for anybody. He doesn't have a overseer. So that's why things go on, and we should hold him more accountable. The people own him pretty much, but it's like we're not holding him accountable to what he said. Another example, I'm a part of a fraternal organization. If I commit a crime or something like that, and I commit that crime, and they plaster, oh, DT is part of this organization, my organization has the right to kick me out because I'm putting a bad name on their brand.
On their brand.
Yeah. So absolutely, they have the right.
Yeah. And that's how I feel too. I mean, I feel like now when it comes down to Jamil, this is the time where if you get suspended, you need to speak up more. Because if that's the case, you're not worried about losing no damn job at ESPN.
Yeah.
You're going to speak your mind and say, listen, this is how I feel, and that's that. Because at the end of the day, you talking with them. Those are your employers. They having conversations with you that we don't know about. So they explaining to you how they feel, and we might not have that information. But all I'm saying is, listen, that's what happens when you're on a part of a broadcast, a network, whatever the case may be. You have to be careful about what you say.
Yep.
Actually, we done have people on our show that can't speak about things
Yep.
and
They're in
political
the military, or
things
they work for the government
because they work for the government.
Absolutely.
and that's the choice you make when you choose to do that. So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, those are the things.
But you would rather she talk more while she's.
If that's what she
She
believes,
wants to.
and if that's where it goes.
So
if that's all she had to say,
So are you for
then that's all she had
Tyrese
to say.
talking more, or do you think Tyrese should talk less?
Tyrese?
Tyrese.
Oh man,
What you say?
Tyrese been doing a lot of talking.
Too much talking. Talking too
But
much. talking too
his
much,
talking
too
doesn't
much.
have a point. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You can talk. If your talk got a point, you're getting to a conclusion. It's going somewhere. It's making people think.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Tyrese. So Tyrese and The Rock has been getting into it because
He's green
of
with envy. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Fast and Furious. What is this? 9, 10, 19? I don't know. One of those. You know.
11.
Because The Rock got a deal where he's able to produce his little spinoff as Hobbs, and Tyrese is mad about the situation
All
because
the kids gotta go to private school.
yeah.
But wait,
But and Tyrese's whole thing is like not
The
all
brotherhood.
money is good money. You know, his whole thing is
Well,
like,
who are you to say that?
well, his whole thing is that the show that this side spinoff is going to take away from the brand. They never had a spinoff before.
That's
And-
because everybody said no. I guess that people were offered, like apparently Vin Diesel was offered one, and Paul Walker was offered one, and the Asian guy was offered one, but they all said no because of the brotherhood. But I mean,
Well, let me take.
The Rock wasn't there since the beginning. So
Yeah.
he's not a part of this brotherhood. That's
And
not
you know
part
what?
of
I
the
would
brotherhood.
feel a little ways about it. Let me tell you this, because let's just imagine, right? You know, we did a movie. We started it out. We done built this movie out, right? And now we're adding on bigger stars. Like now we're at the point where it's an all-star cast. Everybody, we like, listen, because we trying to push more sequels. We tie you in. The Rock, you my brother. We come in. I've known you for years, but now we bringing you into this project. Woo woo, this and that. We make it happen. We break bread together. We do it. Now they offer you, like you said, they done offered everybody, but they offered you the role to do a spinoff movie, and now you're saying, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do me. And y'all could do y'all later because because I'm releasing my movie, you guys can't release y'all movie.
but is
But
it
the
still
thing
going to
is,
come
do
out
we
though?
have proof that they're the reason why he was brought onto the project in the first place? I don't know if we know if that's the case. Why The Rock was brought on? So you saying they brought him on to break bread with him? That's creating a different tone for the whole situation. Okay, if he was casted by the casting director or the people the producers, whatever, we want The Rock to come do this. Okay, they brought him in. Now, you guys have your brotherhood. Yeah, we cool. Yeah, we breaking bread. But I never said that I wanted to be a part of that. The Rock has a right to agree to do a spinoff. He wasn't there from the beginning. All the people from the beginning said no, which is fine. Brotherhood. But this man was not there in the beginning. And I feel like The Rock has always done his own thing. He went from wrestling. He does his movies. Like, I just don't feel like you should stop somebody's money.
Movies, Disney
Like,
movies.
Yeah, like he's always branching out. He's always trying to do things. His resume or his movies, you know, it's
Now,
really
ladies,
wide.
I want to ask y'all a question. I don't know why this popped in my head, but it just popped in my head because I was thinking of Belle Biv DeVoe first, but I was like, who
Yeah, you know.
did it recently? And I was like, okay, Destiny's Child did that. Michelle came at Destiny's Child later. She came the third album, but once that group, I won't even say disbanded, but they took a break. She was the first one to come out with a solo project, gospel,
And it went.
and then
all
it
the way
went
to the top.
to the top. Do you think Kelly or Beyonce stopped her or had a problem with her releasing her project, even though Beyonce should have been first?
I hope not.
I don't think
I
they
don't
had a
think
problem
it
with it because they already knew the shit was over with to begin with.
But
was
they
like,
brought
"No,
her
no."
in.
But they got all
Just
these
like you
sequels.
said,
This
just like they
is
said,
probably
they brought The
dying.
Rock in. So Kelly and Beyonce brought Michelle in, but she was the first one to put out a solo
But
project.
Michelle went out to do what gospel, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's a different lane than
What's the
Beyonce.
gospel
That's
song?
fine.
So it's
What's the
not-
gospel song? Don't nobody know.
No.
So it
She
didn't
had,
go
she
that-
had,
I'm like,
that was years ago.
what's
I
one
mean,
Michelle
the very first
Williams
song?
gospel song?
What song? I heard a word. That was her
What's
very
the
first.
name?
Jesus says yes or something like that.
That was her latest.
one thing
Oh.
about that is I can tell you right now, I don't know the names of barely any songs. I just know like the songs, but I don't know the names of the songs. So cut
You
it.
could name a Kelly
back to
song.
it.
You could name
Back-
a Beyonce song, but I'm pretty sure you can't name a Michelle
can-
song.
No, I like her music.
I could Google it.
Anyway, Anyway,
like
but back
abuse.
to what we were saying. The Rock has a right to do his side movie, and then I really want to see it. It's gonna have Jason Statham in it. Like that seems like it's gonna be a really good movie, and I don't feel like even if you felt he was wrong, fine. You said you had a private conversation with him. The moment he thought it was okay to take it to social media and let the world in on a conversation that he had with The Rock, like that's nobody's business. And even if I have a conversation with you and I want to persuade you to go a certain way, I need to be okay with it if you don't go my way. That's your choice, and I shouldn't have to put that on you. Talking about we all want our kids to go to a private school with the brotherhood. He's too grown to be worrying about another man's pockets. Okay, I know you would like for him to not do it, but guess what? This is something he wants to do, and you need to respect that. It's just jealousy.
It's rich
I
people
see
problem.
it as jealousy. Or I mean, Tyrese may wish it was him. I mean, because I just don't see Tyrese turning down money. They never said he was offered a spinoff. You know, and I just don't see him turning down any money.
If they offer Tyrese and Ludacris their own spinoff, like together, you think he was gonna turn that down?
Hell no.
No.
Not. But and he gonna say it's for the culture.
But is the
So-
Fast and the Furious movie still coming out? In
Yeah,
addition
they
to
just gonna
Hobbs?
push it back.
So
But
why
you
is
know,
he
it's
mad?
really
Like, it's still
dependent.
coming out though.
It's really dependent on how well that movie does. But you know, we'll see.
They really should just release the Fast and the Furious one first, and then just do the Hobbs and Statham joint after. It makes more sense, but you know, studios, how they do.
DT, so have you ever been jealous of someone, of a friend that's gotten a little bit more success than you?
Yes and no. And I say that because I'm in my own lane. I don't do what other people do. But I can't help if somebody else come and try to do the same thing I do. Now, somebody else, I guess more popular or had a bigger name, took something I did and ran with it. And everybody ate it up because he did it and said I was copying off him. I'm like,
We did
no,
it
I
first.
did that first. But because of his status. So that irritated me, but I won't say I was jealous of him.
Okay, I'm good with that.
Mel?
Not really, but I mean, if I see somebody doing something that like I want in my life, like it just makes me go harder, like, so I can have it too. That makes sense.
And so
Should I get mad at everybody losing more weight than I am? Should I be like, God damn?
No,
Get
you
on
know what I get jealous about?
What?
Yeah, it's about to be like mad honest, yo.
Oh gosh.
About what?
When I see like a chick with like no stretch marks on her stomach, I'll be like, bitch, no stretch marks. I be hating like,
Why you hating though? Because your stretch marks
I
are
know, I don't want them,
beautiful.
though. I
Stretch
But
know
we
marks-
love-
they're-
yeah,
stretch
I
marks
know- I
is
love
a
stretch
physical
marks.
sign
No.
that you carry life. That
Absolutely.
they're beautiful.
I love
Thank
stretch
you,
marks.
and I totally understand that, but it just be something
Stretch
to me
marks
real
are
quick.
in,
I
actually.
just be like,
Ooh.
Yo, and
Damn.
then the last chick I was dating hated her body. She hated looking at herself in the mirror. And I would
Wow.
like touch her stretch marks. And she would hit me. But I was trying to show her that I embrace those stretch marks.
yeah.
Why haven't you?
It take a lot. Some women were a little bit more
Absolutely.
insecure than others, but you know, sometimes you just got to be there. You know, stretch marks is. I mean, I think stretch marks are in. You know what I'm saying? Like, show me your stretch marks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be my pickup line. Like, you know what I'm saying?
In the
But I mean,
DM,
not
you
now.
gonna
But
slide it in.
in a minute. Like, I know you got them stretch marks.
But
You know what I'm saying?
it's okay.
I mean, it's smooth. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing more to me. It's nothing more of knowing that you have imperfect. You know, everybody has like an imperfect body in a sense, but there's nothing more where you have an imperfect body and somebody just loves you, just
I know.
every
Oh my
inch
gosh.
of you, like
And you know, that's what me and Mel was talking about.
lopsided
in the car.
titties and all. You know?
So stupid. We were just talking about we just want to be loved. Like
Yes.
that's
it.
We have so much love to give. Like I feel like if she's in a relationship, she's gonna be a dope girlfriend. She's gonna like take care. She's a woman that'll take care of her man, and I'm
Aw.
the same exact way. And
Yeah.
it's just like, damn, like there's nobody to give all this love we have too. You know,
You just gotta
nobody.
bottle it up.
Nobody. You know, like
Just building up. Y'all gonna be able to get y'all love to somebody, a little love,
That's all right,
little
because
little
when-
love to little
When is
somebody.
well, we haven't
You know what I'm
decided on
saying?
it. But
You
for
know.
the love event,
yes. What'd
Yeah.
you say?
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna find love for that.
You're gonna find love. We having love in relationships. We do
Yeah.
be making connections.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I feel like I have two friends that hit it off, I'll be the first one to hit somebody up. Like, I love.
I'm always trying to do that with my
being
friends.
the center of somebody's love story. I love for somebody to be like, girl, you. Yes. But you know, the other one that we did didn't go too well. But that happens sometimes. That happens. You gotta take some lemons.
Sometimes it's not meant to be. You know what I'm
And
saying?
some lemons, you know. I had high
Cupid
hopes
got
for that,
the
you
cheap
know?
arrows.
All right, now y'all got to explain this story. Y'all got to from the top. From the top. Let's go.
I don't think we got enough time. I don't think we got enough time. I don't think.
I'm gonna tell
At
you
the next
though.
drinks and
I'm gonna
conversation.
tell you though.
At the next drinks and conversation, we're gonna hook somebody up.
Okay.
We're gonna get somebody for all three of y'all. All right.
All
three of y'all. Listen. So it's Friday the 13th. So what place that you've been to that you're never going back to? What's a place that you've been to and you're never going back? Nobody
Okay,
know?
I know a place that like I don't want to go back like while I'm alive. I guess.
Are you alive?
But no, because
I don't think you can go back if you're not alive.
Okay, so
Better kick your ass out.
no, listen. So I was at jury duty, right? And they made us go to the
Court.
so they made
The
us go
one
to
place
the
I don't want to go
morgue.
back to.
No, they
The
made us go to
morgue?
the morgue. I don't want to go back there. It was scary.
Yeah,
I mean, but I feel like I'm gonna have to go back there, like when I die.
But you ain't
But
going
I'm
there.
not
I
going
got
no
you.
time soon.
Yeah, you're gonna remember.
My God's
it.
grace.
You're
My
gonna
God's grace.
remember.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back
I
there.
can get
Girl,
with
we gonna
that.
be old together.
I can get
Be
with
like,
that.
I remember when we was drinking up all the wine. I see it now.
DT.
I don't think I'll ever go back to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
If I have to, it'll be a very long time. Something about I'm very big on spirituality. I'm very big on energy. Atlanta does something to my energy, and I hate it. And it's like I force myself to go down there for a wedding or a family function, whatever it may be. But when I tell you my energy is off, the last time I went to Atlanta, I caught a 5 a.m. flight back up here. I was woke for 24 hours. I did not go to sleep. I had this tight gut feeling. I couldn't go to sleep. My energy was off. It did something to my energy. I can't explain it, but it's something about that place. I don't need to put myself back in that city.
That sounds scary.
Somebody put a hat
Sir,
over
stay
there.
away. Stay away from Atlanta, sir.
Stay away. But they just legalized weed though. You don't smoke?
Legalize it here.
But yeah, that's true. That's true.
Intro
It's
pick for
DC.
you.
Let me see. I don't know if there's a particular place, but what I don't do is I don't do crowds. So I don't do like parades. I don't do anything where it's a large group of people because I've been in large crowds and it's been like stampedes and it's been like I've gotten lost and things like that. So I just don't do that.
You got lost?
Yeah, I got lost. I stopped to get something to eat and then lost the people that I was with. And then everybody looked the same, so I was just
A black
I was
event.
lost.
Huh?
And I was like, is that you? No. Is that you? No. So
Roscoe! Nah, it ain't Roscoe.
so I just don't do crowds. I don't do like big major events and stuff. Like, the most I've done lately is Obama's inauguration. So that was a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was history.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah. So I mean,
I wanted
besides
to go,
that,
but I
that's
can't
it.
fade the code. Like one thing I cannot do is fade the code. And both times
You never going back to the
It
code?
was too cold.
So that day
Too
was
cold.
freezing.
It was. Let me.
People had two
Me in the
coats
cold,
on.
like
Y'all don't
we
work.
do it. We
Can't
don't.
work.
We
Can't do it.
don't. Like it's bad. It's bad. I'm angry. Bad.
What about you, Oxytoast? Where you ain't never
I don't
going
even
back
know. I don't even have a bad. But I think every place that I've been has been like a good place. There's nowhere I can say that I'm not gonna go back to.
to? Every place you've been is great, huh?
Everything's great. I think it's the energy that I bring to the venue.
Any ex-boyfriend houses you done been to you never
You
want to
know,
go back
Sam,
to?
well, I'm not going back there.
Huh? Huh?
But, shut up.
No?
Shut up.
Okay. No. All that.
Girl, you know when we was... No. Okay. So, With that being said, I think it's time to wrap this up. What time is it? What time is it?
Speak up.
What time is it? I think we're over, you guys.
Nah, we got one little thing that we would like to do.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, since we got DT in the building.
Yes.
Okay, we got Romelle in the building.
We got him.
Okay, let us know a secret.
Oh yes. I want a
About
good
you
secret. I
guys.
want a good secret. Your secret last time was corny, so you can make up for it.
Yeah.
Wait, what was my secret last time?
It was so
I don't
corny.
know.
I don't.
We'll
remember.
tell you if you say it. Tell us a secret about you guys that don't nobody know.
knows.
Trust
Ladies
me,
first.
ain't nobody gonna know either.
Bro, ladies first.
Wait, I need some time. DT, you go first.
Okay.
Oh,
Ladies first. I'm a gentleman.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Shona.
What don't you know about me?
A secret.
I don't know. This is so hard. What's the secret about you, Toby?
Girl, you is not about to turn this around on
I'm
me.
trying to.
I don't
She
know.
said, I don't know.
Tell us a
She said, I
secret
don't got
about
no secret.
your friend. That's you.
Oh yeah, you can tell us a secret about one of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't
What has somebody
know.
trust you with that you wasn't supposed to say nothing about?
Say it here. It's free range.
Okay, well, like they got fired. Well, yeah, they got fired.
Girl, we gonna work on this.
I know we gonna work on this. We gotta come back to
Oh
you.
my, yeah, please come back. I
Commercial.
can't think of anything. Please come back to me.
All right, DT.
Secret that
I want a good one. I want a good one.
Dang.
Go.
See, it's hard, isn't it?
A secret that don't nobody know. I sing in the shower. I sing in my car.
Sing for us. Let's see how it sounds.
Now he just
But the biggest secret is I like singing
He changed his secret.
in my falsetto,
Okay.
and it's like you kind of get looked down. Like my singing already makes me anxious, and I know I can sing, but it just makes me anxious. But it makes me even more anxious that my falsetto is so strong. They say men are not supposed to sing that high.
Sing that. The Dream. What's that song? The
So-
Dream. The Dream falsetto.
Yeah, like I killed that in
Okay,
undergrad.
You on Musically?
Yeah,
He said yeah.
yeah.
Say, well, hidden passion.
No, but he
That's a
really
little
can't
secret.
sing though. I was just trying to promote
So I be singing around people. I be humming a little song, but like I really can't sing. Like people really don't know I can sing. That's my secret.
You want to know a secret about me? I wish I could sing. That's my secret.
I wish I could
I
sing
really
too.
do. Like, let me tell
No,
you.
I be really
if
wishing I could
Jesus came
sing.
down today and was like, toasting my child, you're so great, you're so wonderful, you're so blessed, and I love you. I would give you anything. What do you want? I would be like, Lord, I want to sing. I want to be able to blow. Be on a church. When my church
Hello,
choir
me,
be
me,
singing, I
me.
be wishing
Hello,
I was
me,
up
me,
there, but I
me,
know
me.
I can't. When they be putting auditions out, I be like, you should go audition, but no. I can't. I ain't gonna-
No.
What's so ironic? Today's the 10-year anniversary, and I put the flyer up on my social media. Today's the 10-year anniversary of my first open mic showcase, and it broke me out of my shell of being scared.
Aww.
Cool.
Well, happy anniversary.
I know.
We have another anniversary. What anniversary do you have?
What anniversary do you have?
I don't know.
She put up sign language. Talking about
1
what?
year.
1 year what? What?
Celibacy?
I didn't know that you were talking about.
I didn't know that was a
Yes.
celebration.
Well, that's a
So
secret.
that's
Is that my secret? Can that count?
Okay.
Yeah, that's your secret.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
1 year
That's
celibate?
Yep.
Yes, I'm so proud of her.
Why?
Good job.
Really working.
Because that's good.
Yeah.
We on
You
a
don't think
mission.
so?
I don't know why I knew
What
that.
is the mission? What's the goal?
You
To
have to
find
take
yourself, you gotta find yourself.
You don't know
like,
yourself?
Really, like,
get yourself to where
So you need to
are
not
at.
have
Oh,
sex
You
to
use
know
that
talk
time
yourself.
about
to
it?
get yourself
Since
to
we
where you
talk
are
about
a
it?
point to
Do you
accept
not
what
need
you
to
want.
know yourself to have not
Look,
have
we don't.
No.
We
and
don't
then
work
that's
over
how you get to know
consensual
people.
sex.
Like,
we don't want to
nothing
do
gets
that.
cloudy.
So
Exactly.
now that you mention it, that's my secret too. I'm celibate.
How long for you?
It's been like I want to say about 3-4 months.
3-4 months. Good job.
That's not celibate. That's just a drop.
That is
Yeah, yeah.
no.
That's just a drop. And it's not celibate.
Nah,
okay,
that's
so
it's a choice though, and
funny.
you asked her why and what she's getting out of it. I'm gonna explain it like this:
Mhm.
if you're driving the car and you know the car is broken, but the mechanic said, "I'm gonna fix your car, but you gotta stop driving it." The more you drive it, the more you're breaking it down. But if you stop it and let the mechanic fix it, you're gonna be driving a brand new car. It's gonna be patched up. It's gonna be fixed. But you driving a broken car.
No, but what do you mean? No. Hold on. I think that's the wrong analogy. I think that's the wrong analogy. Hold on.
When he said if you keep driving it, it's breaking down. Yes.
And for me, God is the
No,
mechanic.
it's
He's
not
telling
breaking
me stop
down.
driving
It
the
is
car.
breaking down.
It's
How is it breaking down?
Look.
Explain to me. All right. Let me say this.
We got, we
Hold on. Let me say.
here.
I think that's the wrong analogy. I think that's the
I
wrong
feel it.
analogy.
I felt
Listen,
it. And I'm going to tell you why. Go ahead.
Listen,
Why you-
okay. All right. First of all, it can't be. All right. I get the analogy.
No, you
In
don't.
that
You said
case,
it wrong.
you would get something completely brand new, right?
No,
Okay,
he's going
right?
to fix your car. You're going
It's
to
gonna
have
be
your same old
fixed.
car.
You're not gonna be driving that same beat up thing. You're not gonna have that problem. Your problem's gonna be solved. It's gonna be fixed.
But you're going to
Well,
be in the same
where's the
car.
problem coming in at?
That's why the mechanic
That's why the
fixing it.
mechanic's fixing
I'm
it.
lost. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
But I love being
Here's the
around
thing.
celibate.
All right. Let's compare the analogies and let's talk in real terms.
Quick though, how long have you been celibate?
I haven't been celibate. I haven't been celibate since I was
So
a
when was the
virgin.
last time you engaged in intercourse?
Yesterday.
Oh, good for you. You're 24 hours.
Right. That's right. No, but I'm just saying. I mean, regardless of the fact of that, I'm just saying, like, where does that come into play? I mean, I understand being celibate and taking a break emotionally to be able to get yourself in order.
Yeah.
Or I understand the fact that you're just waiting until you get married, to a certain point.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, even if you're not, I don't think it's just like, oh, okay, let me find myself, let me do this and that.
But you
because
just said it. The problem, you said, what's the problem? The problem is it's a problem that is emotionally, you're doing something physically that's now manifesting into an emotional problem. That's the problem.
if you're emotionally involved, yes. And if you're a woman, yeah.
If you're a woman,
that's true.
wait, what?
I mean, sex is emotional regardless or not.
So men,
You
are
know
you
what I'm
just
saying?
saying
women
emotion,
just have
right?
emotions.
I mean, women are more
Men
emotional.
can be emotional too. So the
Men
problem
can-
I'm
is,
not saying I
if
said
you're
women are
having
more
sex with
emotional. I
women,
didn't say
What do you?
to
What
have-
statistics do you have to back that up?
there's a lot of statistics.
What
to
do you
back it
have
up.
though? You just love to assume.
I have experience.
There may be men too as well. Why can't we just agree that women and men can be emotional? You always have to say women
They
are
are.
more than.
I
women
just
are more
said
than.
women are more.
You hate
emotional.
women.
Listen,
Like, no.
I've dealt with a lot of women. Not
No,
a lot,
but-
but
I really appreciate you, Romelle. I'm happy for the journey that you're on, and I hope you continue to grow. You too, DP. I'm happy for your journey, and I hope that you.
So listen,
I'm
the
happy for your
celibacy.
journey,
All right,
Tosha.
let me ask you
He
this,
always
Romelle.
tries to get
No,
me to
let me
have
ask you,
sex, and it's not
Romelle.
happening.
Before we get
Yes.
up out of here, Romelle. Okay, so it's 1 year, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, does that mean is this a forever thing until you get married, or is this until you get into a relationship, or is this until what? Like you start dating somebody and then you're like, I like him, and then what? Is that year just gone? Like what? What's the stipulations on breaking that? Breaking that
Good question.
the back.
That is a good question.
That's a great question.
So I don't think it will. Okay, so like the first part you said, like, will it be with like whoever I'm dating next? Probably not. I don't know. Like, that's one of the things I can't really foretell the future.
It
I
won't
don't
be.
know how the chemistry is going to be. I don't know what the bond is going to be. I don't know like,
It
if
won't
that's
be.
even going to be my husband. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I mean, like, I feel like eventually, if it comes to that point, I feel like you have to test drive things maybe before you get married. But that's not saying that I'm just be out here like
Yeah.
with everybody.
So
you
you're
know
not
what I mean?
waiting
about the test
to the
drive.
Until the
right,
time is
stable
right.
relationship
Yeah.
comes along. What about you, Oxytocin?
You know my story. I've been celibate for 5 years, and I just.
There was
feel
the
like
hand
if-
clap, the applause music, the crowd.
Oh.
Okay, applause. Okay.
Yeah, and ideally, in my mind, the way that I see it right now, the way that I strongly feel right now is that I want to wait until I'm married. You know what I mean? You know I have a child. I had a child young. Started early on it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ideally, who says I just want to do it the right way? And the right way for me to be would be to be married
Okay,
with
so let
someone.
me ask you this.
And as far as test drive, you said something about test drive. Look, I'm willing to be married, and we can learn. I feel like sex is something you can get better at. Like I don't have to. I feel like even if his sex game is weak, we can make it strong. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's true. You could communicate.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So, and when you say celibacy, let's put that in the context of what it is. Does that mean no masturbation?
No oral sex, no intercourse, like nothing at all.
Nothing sexual.
Nothing
at all.
Man, I already know his next question. I know his next question. How do you deal with it? How do you deal with it?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. How do you deal with it?
Baseball.
Pray.
What'd you say?
Go to
Baseball.
sleep.
Baseball? Is there like some pun or just baseball?
It's baseball. You think about something. You think about something to take your mind off of it.
Gotcha.
Something that you're not attracted to or interested in. I like baseball. I was just saying that as an analogy.
Okay.
You got to think like clowns. What does clowns got to do with sex? Well, what does?
Absolutely.
See,
Gotcha.
you got to think about stuff to take your mind off
It might be
of
the
it.
right kiki person. Like a clown. Come and get me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I feel like this. I do feel like it's better to have sex with just one person and have that relationship and that bond. And if you choose not to have sex, you choose not to have sex. It's not a big deal. I just feel like, making it a whole journey. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's like, okay, if you're not having sex right now, you don't choose to give somebody your body. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, it's not, just I've been going so long, like you had to have sex every day, or you know what I'm saying? Or you was addicted to sex. So it's like, or that. It's just like, listen, I'm just not messing with anybody right now. Period. Point blank. And when you do mess with somebody, then you choose to take it to that level. You choose to take it to that level. You know what I'm saying? The build up is more exciting at that point in time. That's just how I feel. But hey, what do I know?
What do you know? Absolutely nothing. It's like
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Well, listen, we about to get up out of here,
y'all. This was great.
This was
great.
Oh my gosh, I love.
But before we go, I want to do a little blessings. You know what I'm saying? So basically, tell us something that you are grateful for or happy about. A little thing in your life that you're grateful and happy for. Go ahead, DT.
Ladies first.
Oh, Romelle. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm grateful for my friends.
Wait, hold up. Are we her friends?
Yeah.
Am I your friend? I got to do the friend check. You know what I'm saying?
What is the friend
I'm
check?
grateful for my friends.
We're grateful for you too.
Absolutely. And it's funny, not to like piggyback off what you said, I promise you, I was going to say the same thing. I'm grateful for my friends because like, I don't have a million friends, but I have really good and great friends. Like I have people that I can call on when I'm in need, people who would cheer me up, people who would bless me, people who would cover me in prayer, people who would lift me up. Like Tamika, Darren, Romelle, Melody, my sisters. Like I have real people. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that a lot of people don't have. I tell you, people can't even get $5 from people they call friends.
Yeah.
So it's just a blessing for me to really have great people. Intro picks you. Like we've been rocking for so long.
You're a great friend to people.
They,
so
and
like
that's
you
what
can.
people say to me, and people tell me that, and I just like I love people. I really love people. Like it sounds weird. You don't hear people say that, but I love people. I love laughter. I love togetherness. I love fellowship. And I'm just happy that I can do that with a great group of people.
I know that's fine. DT.
Dang, it's hard to come out of that.
It's hard to get a little blessing out of your life. So you ain't thankful for a little bit.
I'm thankful for a lot. I'm thankful for new beginnings, not second chances, third chances, fourth chances, 50th chances. Like God is good, new beginnings
all the time.
So anytime you go through a storm, like you gotta think that storm is not gonna last always. So I'm grateful for new beginnings.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right. I would say I'm grateful. Man, I'm just grateful to have food, clothes, and shelter.
Amen.
Like I'm grateful for the bare
Basic
minimum. And
necessities.
yeah, and I've just always been fortunate to have food, clothes, and shelter. So I'm always grateful for just that little thing. You know, it's a little thing, but it's a lot. But you know, it's things that we kind of like take for granted. So I'm just grateful for that. I've always been good. So I just feel like,
that's
you know,
right. Ain't missing no
my
meals.
privilege. I've been feel like I've been
meals.
privileged a little bit. Yeah.